music composition can bring together different instruments in harmony. A musician expresses an emotion or situation using whatever tools are at their disposal. I'm creating bad music to improve on later for a project I'm working on. Today, I'm looking for inspiration. I'm exploring the Namibian music scene. I'm looking to learn how to read and potentially write sheet music. I've heard of a young person in town who could help me with that. Galilei is a student training to master his vocal cords for a career in classical music. What is the relevance of classical music, in your opinion, for the time that we're in and the current location that we're in?
What people don't notice is that there's so much you can learn from classical music. So many techniques and so many even sounds and harmonies and everything that came out of classical music is what developed into today's contemporary music. As you can see here, between the lines, some are on the lines. People should ask themselves, what can we actually adapt from classical music and how can we use that to really find a heightened sense of our own talent in music in Namibia?
What appealed to you about music that made you want to study it?
Yeah, that I can't even pinpoint myself. I've been exposed to classical music since I was in my mother's womb, literally. I knew always at the back of my head that that was something I'd really like to do for life.
For other young people now who are thinking about studying music, what advice would you have for them?
Patience. Patience in understanding how much time and investment goes into developing the skill. You can also do humming. It really takes tons and tons and tons of practice. Then you continue. You never practice until you're perfect. You have to practice until you can't get it wrong. There's no such thing as perfect. You should always just strive for excellence. Excellence is something that is reachable.
I'm inspired by excellence, no matter the instrument. As I think about what sounds I want for my project, I want to explore the sounds of my ancestry. I'm dropping in on the practice session of guitarist Jackson. With his unique take on Shambo music, I've come to learn more about Namibian folk music of days gone by. How do you think about resilience?
I actually don't think about resilience. I just do what I have to do.
What has been your practice through COVID-19?
For me, it has always been the same. Because I've always sat in my room. If I'm not in my room, if I'm maybe in a studio or I'm on stage, and if it's not that, then it's back in my room and sitting down and practicing.
Wow, what a classic to practice on.
Lockdown was difficult for many of us, but I would say that myself, I was more busy. I've recorded more material, I've released more videos during that time. As Bob Marley said, if one door is closed, many more are open. That's reality. That's the truth. When people are down, they create more. It's because there's so much to say. in COVID, it has shown. You see, many people thought we were going to be down and under and do nothing, but no, we actually rose up more.
From the ancestral to the classical and beyond, musicians have always drawn inspiration from each other in order to inspire us. Now more than ever, we need the power to endure. What I've learned is that this power resonates with me in melodies and harmonies.